I'm here to rant about SUVs again. I honestly just can't stand them. Specifically like the subcompact SUVs. The ones that are small SUVs trying to be hatchbacks, like a GLA or a Nissan Juke or, that kind of thing. I like to call them Karen cars because I think that's exactly the type of person that these are marketed for. Kids in the back and just trying to get yourself something that's sold as safe, but it's just a big barge to barge your way through on the roads. I really don't understand the appeal of them, and it sort of adds into this sort of culture that you see a lot of the time in America, and it's starting to move over here, is when people say they've got a new car and this kind of thing. You talk about a Kia Sportage or like an Audi Q3. It's like, that's not really an impressive car. Like, you get in it and fair enough, it's got nicer seats than that of, I don't know, a Hyundai i20, i30, that kind of thing. But I just think they're lesser cars. One, they're gonna be more expensive than the equivalent hatchback. All they've got is an additional ride height, and they've usually got bigger engines that are less economic. It takes more money to fuel them up, so you're just spending like 10 times the amount of money on something else that an alternative from the exact same manufacturer will do the exact same for cheaper and will look a better car. And I imagine you'll enjoy it more. It's not going to have the same ride height issues as a Nissan Juke or something like that. If you got a Kia Rio instead of a Kia Sportage, I imagine that's going to be a bit more zippy than the Sportage. I just don't understand it. If there is someone that can provide me their point of view, that's like a valid argument and that could potentially change my mind or provides a bit of insight, I might be able to understand. But it just frustrates me. I hate how people that are making a bit of money go and buy like an SQ8 or something like that, or an XM5 or whatever the bloody hell they're called, the X640i, just some shite like that. I just don't understand why they're going for. If you've got that kind of money to be getting one of them, it's a 20 plate, 70 plate, get a Range Rover. And even the bloody Aston Martin DBX that's out now, I didn't know that was even a thing. I've only seen it on the recent F1 as a safety car, and it came hurling past me on the motorway. What is that? It's a disgusting piece of kit. Aston Martin's supposed to be beautiful looking and saying this look. What is that doing on their production line? To me, it all seems like they're trying to be cheap alternatives of a Range Rover, but also alternatives to like a hot hatch and that kind of thing, but also trying to be sporty and also trying to be comfortable at the same time, which is why they end up being shocking cars, because they're trying to do four different. Some of the intentions behind them are polar opposites, yet they're trying to do all three of them at once. Like, look at the BMW X2. That's trying to be a sports utility vehicle. You can't have both, yet they tried to do that and it's out for sale and it looked crap. It looks like a shite car. I don't understand why you'd spend 30k on that. But someone can look at my Fiesta and go, why the hell did you spend the money on that? So I should probably just shut my mouth from there.